just ready to get back to work, you know. I wanted to, you know, kind of stop him, but it's so hard to stop a man with, you know, 2 gloves and trying to survive, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, we're going to go back to the drawing board. Obviously, there's more stuff we can achieve on, but, you know, my team is happy. I'm happy with the win, and I get to go back home and train again. So
it didn't seem like he was trying to throw when you went to throw. Was it frustrating knowing that you?
Yeah, it's very.
No,
I mean, not the camp, you know, because I did, you know, my job. I did what I was supposed to do. So the camp and all that, that's where all the work is done. So that's where, you know, I see my progress anyway. The fight is just the show part. So, but it was a little frustrating that he wouldn't throw nothing. I couldn't get him to do nothing, you know what I'm saying? Usually I'm trying to make him into traps, but he was just all in survival mode, and, you know, it's very hard. You know, I'm a smaller heavyweight, so them dudes, you know, it's hard to get them out of there. But I heard him a few times.
How did you enjoy the experience of fighting for Don King? Did you sign a 1-fight deal, or did you sign a multi-fight deal with Don?
Yeah, I have a multi-fight deal. Obviously, you know, I got a belt, so, you know, I'm gonna be here, you know, until, you know what I'm saying, I get this world title. And, you know, yeah, it was good. I think that, you know, I can't wait till the next fight. That's
Usyk number 2. You think it's time for a big name?
Absolutely. I've been ready for a big name for quite some time. You know, I've had this belt. This is my 4th time getting this title, and you know, I've never been able to move past it on the, but not because of me losing or anything, but just because of inactivity and, you know, the business side. So hopefully Don, you know, obviously he put me right back in position and fought for my, you know, my position to be number 1, because I was number 1 prior to this, and, you know, they just took me off of inactivity, and they were supposed to get me another fight, and I never did get any.
Is there anyone in particular you're targeting next?
Next, no, not necessarily. My only fight I desire really is an Usyk fight. That's my only, you know, loss on my record. So I would love to avenge that loss and just compete. You know what I'm saying, and let the world see what I'm really made of.
Speaking of camp, I mean, looking at you in this fight, I was honestly very impressed. I thought your footwork, changing angles, looked a lot better than in previous fights. Is that something you've worked on a lot more in camp?
No, I just think that, you know, me being prepared and, you know, just me having a lot of time off to, you know what I'm saying, recover on certain things and, you know, work on things. I did gain a new coach, my coach, Coach D, and we actually have been working on different angles and different, you know, ways to, you know, broaden sharpen my tools, you know what I'm saying? They were already there, but, you know, he's always been somebody that's, you know, I've been knowing him since I was young, and he's always talked to me about it, and then we just had to link up, and yeah, so we definitely been working on different angles and different things. So.
Well, Usyk has stated that he's contemplating moving back down to cruiserweight. Would you be interested in fighting him at cruiserweight if that would be the case?
Yeah, I would love to fight him more at heavyweight, but any fight I could get with Usyk, I would take. Shoot, if it was you know, lightweight, you know, I would love to fight him at any weight right now.
Cruiserweight and heavyweight.
You know, that's always been my dream, is to fight simultaneously at cruiser and heavyweight. So the fact that he's thinking about it, you know what I'm saying, it doesn't, you know, it makes sense to me too to go back down if I ever get the opportunity. But right now I'm focused on the heavyweight division.
Speaking of the heavyweight division, I mean, what did you make of Deontay Wilder? Do you think, you know, a lot of people saying it's time to wrap it up, some saying it's time to continue, do another fight? What do you make of that?
Yeah, I think it might be just time to wrap it up. You know, he's an overachiever. You know, he's done a lot of things in the business that he wasn't expected to do. So, you know, he doesn't have the greatest skills, but he's been, you know, getting those guys out of there when most of the fights he always is losing anyway, and then, you know, he hit him with a big shot. So I think it might be time to wrap it up. But, you know, I'm not the person to really say that. That's usually up to the fighter and his desire to fight. And it looks like he's going down when it comes to desire, but you never know. You know what I'm saying? It's not my choice. So
if you can't get Usyk, is there anybody else in specific that you're looking at?
Any of the top heavyweights, anybody that's, you know, fighting on the Saudi and the Saudi Arabia thing, you know, Big Baby, you know,
Andy Ruiz.
I mean, I didn't beat him tons of times in the amateurs and sparring and stuff like that. So these guys it's going to be harder to get these type of fights. But any of those guys, you know what I'm saying, any of those top heavyweights that, you know, they are starting to lose now, and you know what I'm saying. So I still have my record. I've only lost to the undisputed champion, so I'm here. You know what I'm saying? So any of those guys, I feel like I'll take down.
Well, you're clearly elite level talent. You talked about the business side of the politics of the industry. Do you feel like it was something personal coming from folks like Eddie Hearn that were forcing you out of the limelight or the elite level fights?
Yeah, slightly. Definitely think Eddie Hearn has some type of vendetta against me. I don't know what it was for, but I think that it's just the business. They have their own fighters. He's with Anthony Joshua. I'm somebody that would mess that up. I'm from America. What I'm saying? He's a big, tall, strong dude. So that's it's more of the promotion than the fighters. You know what I'm saying? So they just want to make a show and grab the money, but they're not really trying to put the best fights on. So.
All right, let's get it.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.